This is WNYU FM with Bernard and Blixa Bargeld from Einstürzende, Neubauten. How you doing? Alright, what brings you to the States? What brings you here to the States?
I played with Nick in the Danceteria.
Uh-huh. Now the reason you only did a limited show was because you're doing a big thing over in Europe? The TV thing, the Palace thing?
Huh? Who?
The Einstürzende Neubauten.
No, that wasn't the reason why we've done just a couple of gigs here. I don't know, don't ask me why we just play. I think we play 5 or 6 shows in the States, so...
But you were supposed to do more, right?
No.
That's it?
That's it. We weren't supposed to do more, and we didn't left them off because of Neubauten. All these gigs were planned long ago, like the Neubauten gigs were planned months ago, and the gigs with Nick were planned months ago as well. Hasn't had anything to do with
Right. Do you want to tell me about the thing you did anyway? The Einstürzende Neubauten thing in Europe?
Nothing very particular. We were just touring.
I heard you were doing something on TV.
Yeah, what's unusual in that?
It's not unusual.
No.
Okay. Tell me about your new record, Halber Mensch. Why did you call it Halber Mensch?
We always call the album of one of the tracks, and there's a track on it that's called Halber Mensch.
Why? What is it about?
Sorry, I can't tell you that. No, it's a translation in it.
Well, Halber Mensch means half a person. Yeah. Well, Halber Mensch means
half of a human being.
Half a human being. What does that mean to you?
My mother used to say that when she didn't feel very well.
That she was?
Just a half. Today I'm just a half of a human being.
Uh-huh.
It's just an incomplete creature.
Anyone particular in mind?
No. No one particular in mind. It's more kind of a abstract philosophical statement in general.
I see. Whose teeth are those on the album?
The teeth of the Japanese designer. That I wanted a frame of teeth around it, and they photographed the teeth, and it was a couple, 2 persons animal house design, and they, I guess it's their teeth.
Uh-huh. So then they're not really yours?
No, they're not mine. Mine are worse.
What gave you that idea?
I tried to buy Oragel today for toothache, you know that? But it seems not existing anymore. I've got about 5 or 6 orders over in Europe to bring over Oragel.
Do you still find you have problems with your name in
What?
the States? Do you think you have problems with your name in the States?
Problems?
Because no one really knows how to pronounce it.
No, well, I don't see the problem in that.
I mean, usually when somebody refers to you and they can't pronounce the name, they'll just say, that German name, the long one.
Yeah, well, fine.
Doesn't bother you?
No, not at all.
Einstürzende Neubauten grew out of the Neudeutsche Welle that you had.
I've never heard of it.
Never heard of it?
No.
Really? So you don't consider yourself that at all?
No, I've never heard of it.
Okay. How'd you hook up with the Bad Seeds? How'd you hook up with Nick and the Bad Seeds?
How that happened, or Nick is a friend of mine, and he asked me one day after the birthday party split it up if I would like to play on his solo record. That wasn't planned to be a live band at all. That just happened that way later.
Do you think you're going to do some more stuff?
Yeah, sure, I think so.
So it's an ongoing thing?
Yeah.
And it doesn't interfere with...
No, I'm quite busy, but I'm happy to be quite busy with 2 bands. I think all the members of Neubauten get like different projects, that they're all working on different things.
What are the other members doing?
Well, they got all like different bands they were working in. Mufti is like FM. Mufti, our drummer, is quite busy with lots of different things, and Alex is just producing and engineering a lot of bands and.
Bands in the same direction.
Well, he was meant to do the engineering for Swans, and that's I don't know if that's a different direction. It's a different country, but I think we've got some things in common.
Yeah, I think so. What other things do you want to do, or what are you doing?
Well, I still identify with Neubauten quite a lot. It's still my story.
So it looks like they're going to stay together for a while.
Yeah, it looks like.
Anything new in store?
New in store? Yeah, we've got already another song recorded, a very long one, but we are not finished with that, and it's pretty unusual to release just one song. So we probably.
You just released a what was it? The Yugong as a single.
Yeah, but there were 3 songs on the record.
Alright, I'll see.
It was an EP, so we've got another song recorded now after this album, but there's no way in releasing just one song,
Right.
like a blank A side and a blank B side, or what. No, so we have to record some more things.
How'd you hook up with Adrian Sherwood for the Yugong thing?
I don't like the Yugong version that Adrian did.
You don't like it?
No, I think he's a really genius engineer, because he's not an engineer at all. He just mixes and works on a desk without really caring about the way the song was meant to sound like or whatever. So it would have been fine if we would have released out the Gareth Jones version first and Adrian's as a remix. It would make it quite interesting, but it was Adrian's version released first, and I prefer Gareth's version.
Are you going to do any more stuff with them?
I'm not going to do no.
Any other people you want to include or that you do want to work with?
I'm still waiting for the day when Jim Surwell, Fetus, and ourselves are going to be in the same country or in the same place to do something together, because we know each other for quite a long time now, but we just like missed each other everywhere.
Fetus was just here.
He was just here in the station, or
No, he just played last week.
yeah, I know. Fetus lives here.
Right.
I saw him. Yeah, that's not it. But I'm not recording anything in New York, so I'm not doing anything with him. But we wanted to do for some new songs. We wanted to do him an arrangement for that.
Would it be he playing?
He just didn't happen to be around, so he wasn't available.
Would it be you playing with Fetus or?
No,
him
we
playing
want him to do some arrangement
for Einstürzende Neubauten.
for a particular song. But so that's an open plan.
So maybe that.
He knows that.
Maybe that could be the B-side.
No, well, it's just more a problem of circumstances. If it happens that he is around or available, we could do something together. But in the moment, he is not.
What do you think of the States? What the attention you're getting here?
I don't know. We didn't make any money here.
You want to make money?
No, the tour last time was about $50 minus in the end. So that's.
So you just want to at least break
I don't want to. Yeah, I want to at least break even, really.
I hear that before you go to shows, you want to always go to a junkyard and
No.
pick up like you're a singer. Do other members in the band go to the junkyards?
Well, our equipment is a bit heavy to transport, so we're rather looking for similar things in other countries and other places.
So basically, always playing with new instruments.
Basically,
so to
always
say.
playing with the same.
That makes sense.
Hmm.
Alright. Anything else you want to tell us
Um,
while you're in New York?
Well, I enjoy it here. Thanks.
Is the band gonna stay here?
The band,
Yeah.
in the cave or what?
I mean, either one. Do you want to live here?
No. No, I'm not living anywhere.
So you're just
Oh.
moving around.
Yes, I'm moving around.
Alright. Any tours in mind?
Well, we go to Japan next year again. Well, I will be on tour with Nick till December. And then I guess when I go back, I'll go on tour with Neubauten again for France and, I don't know, Italy or something like that. Something warm.
You like warm weather, huh?
No, well, December in Germany is not very warm. It's pretty cold. So we're trying to get some Christmas money together to buy some gifts for our families, and rather want to play in some short holiday countries.
You married?
What?
Are you married?
I'm not married, no. I meant my family. I meant my father and my mother, and my sister and my brother.
What do they think of what you're doing?
Well, my brother always asks me for T-shirts, that's all. I give the records to my family all the time. They don't listen to it, no. They stand there to be shown to the neighbors. And no, they don't listen to music. No, they don't listen to music at all. They don't listen to records or whatever. Probably they listen to something in the car while they drive to work or whatever. I've got all the good records that my father had at home, but he never realized that there are records missing. Like a very old Cajun record. And, well, some good jazz records. I think he never missed the records anyway.
You like jazz?
Oh, that's a funny question. I don't know. This is too simplified to say I like jazz. I hate most of the jazz, but I hate most of the music, but I like some certain things probably.
I mean, you said that you took your dad's records because, I mean, you must like those.
I didn't took all his records. I took just some good records that he had, but I said that to show that he never realized that he's missing some records probably.
Right. The new album's what could be called, I guess, the most commercial one yet. It's kind of a bad term to call your music commercial.
I don't know. It's such an empty word.
I mean, are you trying to be more accessible to more people?
No.
How about videos?
We've got a 1-hour film that we've made in Japan, which is like, it is really a 1-hour film. Like, it is really produced with a lot of money, and it is.
What is it? Is it live shows or just you?
No, it's not a live show. It's a fake documentary.
What do you mean by fake?
Well, it's fake. It's not really a documentary. It wasn't like just a film live concert or whatever. It's a fake documentary. It shows us playing some songs live, yeah. But we set it all up to play them in that film.
Any videos in store?
Yeah, well, there's a 5 minutes cut out of that film as a video clip, and there will be a soundtrack album released to the film as well, because it's all like different versions of the song, or new songs as well, different versions of old songs and new songs, and there's some Japanese dancers in it, some Butu theater group. It's great.
When's that
nice.
Coming out?
I don't know. Well, it is released. It's already running in the cinema in Tokyo, but it's a problem with the rights for that. Like, I don't know about the American situation, but for Europe we have to sell the rights to a company to get it released. I don't do that. Like, someone takes care about that. I guess the Japanese company that produced it wants to sell the film, so they will take care of selling it to a video company or whatever.
What's your real name?
Blixa.
How about Bargeld?
Yeah.
Bargeld means cash, of course.
In cash, yeah.
In cash.
It's all the money that you've got, like, somewhere in your pockets or at the bank or whatever. Well, not the money that you've got in the bank, not checks. It's all the money you've got in cash, somewhere, deposit.
Why'd you choose that name?
It was a New York Dada artist, a German New York Dada artist called Bargeld. He released some papers called New York Dada, and died in Levin. Is it called Levin?
And what?
Well, you know, these snow. What's it called?
Levine.
Yeah, Levine. Yeah, died in an accident with that, and he chose that name to make his father angry, because his father was a banker, so he called himself In Cash. And I just took the attitude of make my father angry.
What do you
So
mean?
I think I talked enough about my father right now.
No more.
Well, yeah, well, I just noticed I mentioned my father 2 times in this interview, and I don't want to get the wrong impression. I don't care about my father.
Why do you want to make him angry?
Well, I said I talked enough about my father right now.
Okay. So you won't mention Dad anymore.
No, it gives the wrong impression.
Who do you want to mention?
Oh, well, nothing, no one in particular. What about your name? What? I know you're Benoit.
Who's this?
What's your name?
Bernard.
Bernard?
Bernard.
Oh, Bernhard. I was told I will talk to John Fox here. John Fox is him or what?
It's John.
Oh, well, doesn't matter. You could be John Fox to me. No. John Fox doesn't want to be John Fox. So
Do you want to be Bernard for a while?
for a while. See?
So we have pretty set identities.
Is this is this going to be cut with music as well, or is this just like a 10-minute talk with me?
No, it's gonna be cut.
Oh, it's not a live broadcast.
No.
Oh,
sorry.
fine. Huh?
Sorry. I hope you're not disappointed.
What?
You're not disappointed.
No, I'm not disappointed. The last time I've done a radio show in America, that was glorious. That was wonderful because I talked for about 5 minutes and then I went out of the room and there was like the whole radio station, all the people that worked in the radio station standing in the next room just to hear where that voice comes from. I didn't know what I think my voice was like pretty broken that time. I was singing like all the nights before and I was totally broken, and it must have been a really great voice over the air. Because the whole radio station standing next room watched to look who's got that voice. I'm sorry, I can't do anything like that today.
Where'd you get your English? Where'd you learn it?
Well, talking to Nick and talking to the rest.
You didn't speak English before?
Well, I've learned it at school, but it was like really, I never talked it. I wasn't very good in English at school, and it was school English, so it wasn't very well. It wasn't. I've been to this radio station before, and I've got a cassette of that interview, and I've listened to that about half a year ago, and I noticed that my English was like really horrible compared to what it is today.
That's good. So you're improving.
I'm still learning.
Good. How about Japanese?
Arigato. Hi. Domo. I think that's it.
That's it?
That's it, yeah. I didn't learn any. I missed this time again. I'm going to Japan from America again. And I missed to buy a phrase book or something like that. It's a really complicated language to someone living in the Western Hemisphere. Fine.
Right.